Hello everyone and welcome to Bronzcasters. My name is Steej and I'm here in the booth as per usual with my friend SimplyNickish. Nick, how are you today?
I am doing fan-dabby dozy and I am ready for a great game.
I am also ready for a great game. We've got a wonderful bronze game ahead of us today. Another one on Route 66. Great map. I do love Route 66. A lot of great high ground, a lot of great open areas, and just a great map all around. We're going to go ahead and get the recording started, or the replay started, rather. Yeah, imagine we just weren't recording as the teams go ahead and get ready.
A couple of interesting things to note from the comps here. We've got a couple of soft healers here with Ana and Lucio. What I call soft healers.
Why do you call them that?
Well, Lucio soft healer because it's a steady slow heal as opposed to a burst heal.
I think you might have Ana pegged the wrong way. I agree with you on the Lucio, but Ana can do some crazy burst heals with not only her main fire, but also her grenade, her biotic grenade. And so, yeah, I mean, Ana is a main healer as far as I know. I mean, I'm no professional, only a professional caster, right, everybody? Right?
I mean, normally, me neither. I mean, you know, I'm clearly bronze level as well. I normally go for, you know, the mercies on the Moiras being these kind of burst healers, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, you make a good point there. As we have the teams going at it on the front lines. Blue team is going to be defending first, holding in that corner. The Bastion trying to see if he can get a pick, but firing a little bit aimlessly. Big sleep onto the red team Reinhardt from the blue team Ana. That was a nice sleep. They're not able to capitalize off of it, but that's all right.
A very nice early kill from the soldier here as well, just to force them to... oh my god, straight in actually that with the Reinhardt really in on the Ramatra.
We've got some good kills going down on the blue team from the red team. We've already got, yeah, the blue team is moving in.
Already massively
the red
back.
team
I think that's just a... I always feel like that first corner is very difficult on Route 66 as well, if they're set up properly. So getting past that first corner so quickly is huge.
Blue team seeing if they're able to set up here. Another big sleep from the Ana. But unfortunately, the blue team soldier is going to go down. Yeah, they are going to be trying to hold this room here, which might be a little bit difficult for either team, really. It just kind of depends who gets trapped in the room and who's on either side. But it looks like they don't have a lot of explosive characters going down.
I think against the Ryan Bastion, trying to hold that room is never going to work out for you. As long as that Bastion is positioned behind the shield, you're never going to get it.
Nano boost going down on the red team Reinhardt. He's going to be trying to move in a little bit and see if he can get it, but it doesn't look like he was able to capitalize off that at all. Blue team Ana putting down a little bit of heals, but they're trying to take out the Sombra, who is making her way around. And big kill going to go down.
On the Ramatra.
Oh, that was a nice big res on the tank.
Might be enough.
It was. The red team is able to cap that first point.
I'm going to be honest, you know, I already want the blue team to lose just because they're running Sombra.
As you always do. Sights coming down from the blue team soldier. He's going to see his... We got a big beat going down from the red team Lucio. And the soldier...
Respect the 1v1 duel. Come on.
Yeah, I don't know if it was very fair. Because one was ulting and one wasn't. A big sleep going down onto the Mercy before she's able to get the med bag. Oh, man.
Necessary sleep.
Adding a little bit of insult to injury there. They literally could have just shot her one time.
Oh, my word.
I do like this soldier right here. He is so far the dominant soldier between the red team and the blue team soldiers. You know, doing very well, keeping that pressure up.
That's the most unnecessary sleep.
Big ultimate coming out from the red team Sombra. No, I'm sorry, the blue team Sombra onto the red team. My bad.
March is getting in on the Rhine.
Yep, absolutely. Being able to punch through that shield, as is one of the advantages that Ramatra has against a Reinhardt. Although, as we talked about before, not necessarily all the advantages, but that is definitely a big one.
Absolutely.
And now the red team are tankless.
This red soldier Nosk is just not going down. No one can get on him, and he's putting in some serious DPS work here.
Absolutely. That was we saw another big sleep onto the blue team Ramatra that time, but he was able to get up and then take out the red team Lucio. We hear some hacks in the background. Once again, soldier on soldier dominance going on. This soldier is doing big things. Everyone is just ignoring this Sombra. Well, not the soldier.
Unbelievable tracking there.
Yeah, no, I'm really liking how this soldier is playing right now. He's able to take those corners and, you know, use that cover whenever he needs to. Big res on the Ana from the blue team. Mercy. What's happening here? There we go. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Soldier getting some high ground and able to take down the blue team. Big nano going down on the red team, Reinhardt. And I don't know if he's going to be able to get anybody. He's chasing down the blue team soldier a little bit, but was able to be picked off by the Sombra instead. I mean, that kind of worked out, but you know, red team was able to capture the point. Maybe it was honestly just because of the pressure of the Reinhardt having the nano. But, I mean, nothing really happened. Nothing really happened with that.
I think they just created the space, and then if you see Fortnite fan here switched out to the Sombra, just managed to get in the backlines and really clean up there.
Yeah, I mean, they're
just making it really difficult.
They're trying to do, like, the counter Sombra here just to see what they can do. Maybe they see it working for the blue team a little bit, even though the blue team is, you know, the defense is crumbling a little bit here.
Yeah, absolutely.
But maybe, you know, they said, hey, we can do that too.
So many ults to work with here.
What's that?
They've got 3 ultis to work with here.
They've
got the Mercy. They've got so much.
That's a big hack by the blue team Sombra. The blue team Ramatcha going to be coming out. Big shield coming down from Professor Plum. Oh, and a big pin! Are they able to get him before he goes down to the Ramatcha ultimate? He is. The Ramatcha is going to be shut down after getting the red team soldier, but that's just about it. Most of the blue team is going to be going down here. Ana going down. And looks like everybody from the red team was able to stay up except for one. And they're just going to continue to push in.
Very quick reactions as well. Very quick reactions from the Ryan here to pop up the shield as soon as the anti goes out, just to give himself that protection. Very quick off the mark.
Looks like the visor came out from the Soldier 76 on the blue team there, but he was not able to catch anybody with that as the red team continues to just make their assault here onto this final point. Res is not going to work. Well, the res did work out, but then you lost a healer, and you really have to wonder about that trade-off there. Big nano coming in on the red team Reinhardt right now from the Ana, who's able to bin and get a big pick onto the enemy tank. I don't think the Ana had their sleep there. Oh, and look at that fire strike. That was beautiful.
Absolutely clapped.
That was a wonderful display by the red team. Beautiful display.
Win, I think.
By the red team Reinhardt. Reaper's going to try to hold it. He is not able to. Tank is going to be coming out. Orisa on the blue team going to be coming out.
The one-by-one end game.
Big hacks coming down from the Sombra. They're just coming out one by one. They're seeing if they can hold it, seeing if they can group, and they are unable to as the sleep goes down on the red team Sombra, but not going to come up from the blue team, and that is going to be the first round. Nick, how are we feeling? That was quite a display by the red team this time.
I think one of the things they did really well, and one thing I was looking at particularly, is Rook here on the blue, who's playing the Mercy. They were holding on to their ultimate for, like 3/4 of that round.
Yeah.
Red team did a really great job of just pinning them back and making sure this Mercy can't just sit back and make sure that their tank was free to do what they want. And they just kept getting pushed and pushed, and every time they saw the Mercy, bam, straight out. And it just made it very difficult to hold. Sometimes
you just need to use that ultimate. Like, there really is no such thing as a perfect moment. Like, sometimes you really just have to use it and start working on the next one. I mean, I see a lot of people make that mistake. I make that mistake sometimes. Sometimes you're just waiting for that perfect moment to use your ultimate, and it's just like, hey, by now you could have had another one charged up, and you would have made a big play.
Absolutely. I think one of the most common mistakes of this elo, and as you said, you know, I do the same as well, is particularly with big ultis, let's say the Tire or the May freezing field or whatever it might be, you tend to want to hold on for these mega multi-person ults, and then sometimes just getting one pick is enough to snowball the rest of it.
It's a 5v5. You take out one, and that could be huge. You could get the momentum you need.
Push from there.
I am liking the blue team choice on the Widowmaker here, seeing if they can get an early pick. Haven't done so far, but I do like them doing that here, even though it looks like the red team are holding this corner pretty well. I don't know if they're giving much of an opportunity to the blue team Widowmaker to actually get anything from that, but
something I do a lot. You start as a Widow, try and get a pick, and then into the switch.
Red team Sombra was trying to get a pick in that back line, and it looks like the red team, what's his name? Reinhardt, there we go, was able to finish that off and actually take out one of the blue team healers, which is going to be a big pick, although they are back up now, and we are very close to their spawn.
Heavily. do like the Mei change. I think Mei can be really good here, but you need to get past this Rhine.
Yeah,
you need to get past this corner and past this Rhine.
Yeah, this corner is a big hold. And you know, you definitely see teams, sometimes teams like to hold this corner, sometimes they like to hold on the high ground above the gas station.
Yeah.
And you know what, honestly, I see both of them being totally legitimate. But what you like to see as a counter to them holding this corner rather than the high ground is the blue team wants to use the high ground to the red team's right here to try to get up and over them, and they don't seem to really be doing that. That is kind of the way to get around this, and they're just not really doing it. Nano Reinhardt on the red team going to be slept by the blue team Ana, but he's then woken up
from the Widow.
And the blue team is finally able to get a pick.
Here we go.
And seeing if they are able to finally push through.
They need to take out the soldier. Great work taking out the soldier, and this is the pushback.
Look
right
at this
here.
Mei. Mei's doing some good things.
So aggressive.
Ana is not paying attention. But you know,
I honestly think new Mei is incredibly strong with the ability to not be limited so much by short range and to be able to pick off at long range very effectively.
Nick,
she's a much more well-rounded DPS.
Nick, are you having a bronze moment right now?
What do you mean?
Mei has always been able to do that.
What?
Mei has always had an alternate fire.
I've only played Overwatch for 2 weeks, so...
It's okay, buddy. Hey, you know what? We all have those moments. Look at this big freeze!
Oh, huge!
While I'm berating Nick for his lack of knowledge, look at that big freeze going down from the blue team Mei. That was a massive play.
Let's circle back to this,
Yeah,
because I'm
back.
sure that must have got buffed. Because her damage at range must have got buffed or something, because she feels way stronger now at range than she did before.
I don't know. In fact, Mei got a nerf of sorts because now she no longer freezes people with her main fire. She only slows them.
I don't believe it. Someone in the comments back me up, right?
I mean, maybe she got a small buff at some point, but I'm not sure. Speaking of Mei, the red team are coming back in full force. It looks like the red team, Reinhardt, is able to get 2 big picks and a pin onto the blue team Orisa. It's a little bit of tank v tank action here, although it looks like the Orisa is going to have a little bit more with the big slam going down and able to take out yet another healer on the blue team and the blue team tank. They got to make sure they're paying attention to that point, though, but it doesn't look like the blue team were able to actually cap that.
So one thing I want to point out there that I think was really smart from Prof there, isolating the Ana to make sure that you, to slam the Ana to isolate the tank there.
Oh,
so Orisa then had no heals whatsoever. So it's just an easy pick off at that point because there's no one to back them up.
Orisa is really nearly unkillable if she has good heals behind her, so you want to take out that healer first. And now I do like this red team kind of holding this high ground here, although they don't have the whole team with them here. And the Mei just gonna elevate herself right up to the top to see if she's able to get something.
Here comes Curly!
And unfortunately not able to get there, although the big Nano going down on the red team soldier, seeing if he's able to grab anything. He did not quite have his ult ready, but it doesn't look like it's going to be too big of a deal because he's getting some good picks down, and now he's going to pull out the ultimate to clean up.
Oh, unbelievable. Wow. Okay, I'm telling you right now, this soldier is not bronze. That tracking is insane.
And just like that, that big play with the big Nano onto the soldier there on the red team.
Wow.
They're able to hold without the ult. I mean, he used the ult to clean up and then finally like finish up the round, get overtime done, and red team wins.
That was insane.
What an insane game. That was, I mean, it was kind of a roll. It was kind of a stomp, but hey, I mean, those happen sometimes. And they've happened before on this show, but you know, that's also fine. But yeah, I mean, I loved how the red team handled that. I loved their use of high ground. Even if it wasn't consistent, they did try to use that high ground on defense. It really worked to their advantage. And then their push on offense, I mean, hey, sometimes you just roll over. Sometimes, you know, whenever you have a mirror matchup with DPSs like you had with the soldiers and the Sombras, like one side is just gonna be better. So that's just how it is. DPS diff. That's just how it is sometimes. Soldier diff, Sombra diff. I mean, it just happens that way sometimes. And hey, you get games like this where it's pretty one-sided, but still very exciting. Nick, do you have any final thoughts for us?
I hope you guys enjoyed that game, and also educational for me. I learned something new about Mei.
You always do, buddy. You always do.
Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to send us your replays. If you want us to cast your game, please send us replays down below in the description.
Yep, top of the description. Can't miss it.
right there.
Right there.
And we look forward to casting your games.
Absolutely. Get those in, and we would love to cast your games for you. We'll do our best. Sometimes they get wiped because of the patches, but hey, we'll do our best to get those done and get your replays casted because we have so much fun doing this, and we're glad that you've been enjoying it. But until next time, we will see you next week for some more Bronzecasters. My name is Steej1.
My name's SimplyNickish.
Don't copy me. And we'll catch you next time. Have a great day.
Bye.
Let's go.